You know, I will never understand Christians and why they want to worship the murder weapon to represent him. And you know, they'll glaze over the fact. They'll glaze over the fact that it was a murder. They'll say, oh, that man, he sacrificed his life for all of us. It was for all of us. It was a sacrifice, and we must pay with our lives for the sacrifice. He was murdered. He was murdered by the government. He was an immigrant that was snatched up and it was murdered by the government in public. And slowly, they didn't just say, boom, boom, you gone, Jesus. They said, no, you gonna hang here for a week and starve to death and bleed to death while we poke you with spears, poke, 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 throw stones at you, and allow everybody to be in on this murder. Because we gotta teach these people a lesson. They can't go around being kind to people. They can't go around taking care of the sick. They can't go around being kind to immigrants. They can't be sharing these stories of togetherness. We ain't got no control with that. We can't have a man out here telling people that slavery is bad. We can't have him out here feeding the poor when we trying to starve them off. We can't have none of that. We got to take Jesus out. That's the truth. That's what happened. Jesus being a psychic and knowing that someone was going to betray him or know any of this was going to happen or being able to talk to the gods on the other side or his father had nothing to do with the fact that he saw it coming. And that was a choice to see it through. Just like all of us have choices in our own timelines. But at the end of the day, he was still unalive by the government for the same shit that we trying to fight for right now. That immigrants are people, that we should feed the hungry, that we should provide health care. All the things that Jesus fought for and tried to teach. So it makes you wonder why Christians label the day that he died, the day he was unalive, the day that he was murdered by humans, by the government. Why they named that Good Friday. Good Friday? Are we serious right now? Good Friday. Are y'all be fucking for real? And then they take his crime scene photos and the reenactment of exactly how he was murdered and use that as their principle of worship. That's how they honor him, was that moment. They don't have statues of Jesus handing out fish and bread. They don't have statues of Jesus, putting a Band-Aid on a leper sore. They got none of that. But they sure got him hanging on that murder weapon, bleeding to death. And then they wear the murder weapon around their neck. That is the equivalent. That is the motherfucking equivalent of Gums McGee, Mr. Kirk himself. All Turning Point USA, his wife, Mrs. Kirk, all that, wearing a gold-plated bullet around their neck. It's the same shit. We just all gonna wear a bullet around our neck as jewelry in honor of Gums McGee and how much we miss him. You'll go order a tea, but you don't want to and y'all compare this man to Jesus. Y'all love comparing men to Jesus. We'll do the same shit then. Go ahead. Do it. I dare you. But it's the same shit. It's the same fucking shit. What Jesus was trying to teach humans on earth, all those messages, that's the part that's going to rise again. That's him rising again, is the message. Not him physically. He ain't coming back down here. Christians are fucking crazy. They deport him. And you know what? You want to know some real shit? If Jesus were to come back down to earth right now, like right now, right after Easter, like, I have returned. He's Middle Eastern. ICE is going to arrest him. They're going to throw him in a prison and they're probably going to torture him until they unalive him again. And we're going to repeat history. Just saying. Y'all set this shit up. Y'all say you Christians, but you have learned absolutely not shit from your own book that you study from. Which tells me y'all don't study shit. Y'all just listen to whatever white man on the pulpit. And whatever he say gotta be right. Right? Just like y'all Mormons. One man got lost in the woods for a week, came back out, tripped and hallucinated on some fucking berries, told y'all he met some fucking angels, and y'all created a whole goddamn religion out of it. It's a fucking hypocrisy, man. It's crazy shit. But yeah, it'll never be me. It'll never be me. He don't like that shit. He don't like that shit.